Moo Tuesday, TMC Mock Tuesday, number 3, month 3. It's April, and we got a new theme. But if you haven't heard, if you forgot as to who the Minifig Club was, I don't see how you could because that's all I ever talk about. Uh,
There.
but you can sign up at the minifigclub.com and use the code MooCow25 at checkout for 25% off your first monthly subscription. So,
You
what are we doing tonight?
can.
Do we know what we're doing tonight? I don't know what we're doing tonight.
I know what we're doing tonight.
Do you?
We're brainstorming.
Brainstorming, pretty much. I mean, I feel like that's kind of what the first
Episode is kind of about.
episode of the month should be like. Yeah, like we deal with like the minifig basis. Like I feel like if we can get a good plan going, like get minifigs and an idea what we want, like next week is more build process, like
You might pick some pieces tonight. At least
exactly.
At least think about where they might be.
Yeah. What's up, Cliffy? What's up, AC Moo?
Hey guys, what you giggling about over there, Brett?
Oh, that's Brett. We let Brett
we
be.
Just ignore his giggles. Okay.
Miss Evan. Now I know why Cal let me on so easy, so that someone else can do the thinking for it.
You're funny. Oh, why did we let you on?
You got to share the bookmark.
As I recall, oh, definitely. What's up, Cobra Moo? And as I recall, Brett, I got a very sweet text with emojis from a good friend asking if they could come on a stream. So come at me, Brett. Anyways, I love you, Brett. You're funny.
Emojis.
This is an amazing book card, a bookmark. I think. Besides book card, what the hell?
I like it.
Besides my own cow one, I think this is my next favorite. I mean, it's farm theme, of course, but
yeah, no, they kind of go together ish.
It's just so decorative. I love it. It's festive, and the back gets me. The quote on here is the best ever. And it says, "I dream of a better world where chickens can cross the road without having their motives questioned." Well, because everybody asks,
like, why are you crossing the road, chicken?
I love that. I love that. What's up, Javi?
Everybody up in the chicken's business. Let him cross the road without wondering why.
Right? Oh, and I can do this. What's up, Miss Dina? Moo.
Dina.
Never too old. Moo.
Hobby, never too old. What's up, guys? Cobra.
I forgot how to
shout out to Legoland Legend for the beautiful artwork this month that Cal loves so much. Because, yeah, that farm there on the back, all that background artwork.
Do you see that? Oh, you do see that. Okay. How do I?
Yeah.
Oh, I did it! Oh. And I can even make it a little bit bigger too if I wanted to. Like crazy. That's good
beautiful
stuff. Hi everybody, welcome. This is gonna be a fun stream. So this is this month's challenge. It will go from 414 to 516. So as of yesterday, this has started. The day of my unboxing, it seems like. That's awesome. So it says, strut your stuff in the great Eggscape. We gotta put the emphasis on eggs. What's up, dude? Jude? Moo. Let's see. So this month, your minifigs are hatching a darling adventure. There you go. So we're going on another adventure. Whether they're on the run from the breakfast table, I love that, embarking on an egg citing quest, or proving they're no chicken when it comes to action, let your creativity take flight. Will they crack under the pressure or rise to the occasion? I really love how this is worded. It's great.
It's
I
excellent.
I have a few ideas. I like farm theme stuff and cows mainly. So I'm definitely probably going to throw in a cow to the mix. I mean, I have to. So, um, does anybody out there want to chime in with some ideas? What we could do this month? I'll take about anything at this point. Let's see what we.
We're
Just
starting from scratch.
yeah. Let's
Get it? Chicken scratch.
chicken scratch.
My
Oh,
dad joke.
that's funny. I love that.
Well,
Do we want to read the spotlight piece
The
and who
first-
it's featured after?
thing you could do, Cal, is put
It's what?
Who are you wedding? Me or Brett?
Brett?
roller skates on the chicken.
Oh, hey, we got the rollers. You know what? That's funny. So, Brett, that reminds me of a very early childhood memory. Okay. We went to a roller rink for one of my cousin's birthday party. And at this roller rink, for whatever reason, there was a chicken on roller skates doing the chicken dance. And that's all I can ever reclaim from that. Yeah. It's funny you say chicken and roller skates. Like, that's literally a childhood memory. We're totally doing that. That is, I gotta write this down. Hold on. We're totally doing that.
Good idea, Brett. Love it. You have
No,
roller skates for sure too, so that's
No.
perfect.
don't give Brett too much credit.
We'll give him a
Have
skosh.
them occasionally.
That's awesome. I think you could do some kind of egg hunt mock. Okay, I was also thinking some type of. There has to be like eggs involved, of course, because piece of the month. Let me grab the box. I think
Yeah.
go back through our special box we had yesterday, maybe.
And we can read the challenge card. It gives you like a hint. So before you open your gold pack, you can still read the challenge card and it won't tell you exactly what it is. It just gives you a hint.
It's the spotlight piece is a key ingredient for this month's adventure. It's the key ingredient for this month's adventure. And last month I forgot to use key ingredients gold bag, so this month we have to. It's like I'm even though I'm not trying, I just qualified myself. But
Well, it still counts. We just give them for inspiration, We
Yeah.
still hope that something about the theme inspires creativity and you can just build whatever your heart desires. That's what we did. Last month, we just went with exactly what popped in your mind when you thought about rainbows and it went to aliens and cows being abducted. So it was pretty cool. Also, at the bottom of the challenge card, we always tell everybody how
There
we
you go.
came up with the theme and who we're maybe featuring it after.
Let me see. Oh, I forget that this is on my other camera. There we go. Hi. Whoa, hello. Whoa, hello.
Hi, guys.
Look, we got this, but I'm not breaking open that polybag yet until the kids get here.
So this month is featuring Trevor Britton, one of our, he's like coming up on 2 years of being a member, and we featured him because he has chickens and he calls himself the Bird Man. So we put that man in a chicken suit, and there you have it. Trevor the Bird Man.
What's up, Zizu? Moo.
Shout out, Trevor. We love you. Also, Cal, Dina wants to see your shirt.
Zizu. Big Nate.
Dina, you see that?
Shrooms
Super
everywhere.
cool. It made me think of Dina.
Hell yeah.
She would totally wear that, I think.
It's my
Hey,
date
Zizu. Aw.
shirt. It's definitely my going out shirt. That's for fucking sure.
I love it. I gotta get my good old button up.
I too love the shrooms.
Anything from your monthly pack this month you think you might be able to use?
I have a chicken in here somewhere. I know I did.
Besides your polybag chicken?
I seen him last night.
You have a chicken, right?
Well, I have a couple more chickens
Okay.
too.
Zena says, send me one, please. She loves it. She loves the mushroom shirt.
That's funny.
See, and if you had your ears pierced, Zena could make you mushroom Lego earrings.
If I ever get my ears pierced, she'd be the one I go to for my Lego earrings. That's for sure. I have considered it. There's been numerous different kinds I've considered it. It just took a lot for me to get tattoos.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot for me to even come around to that pain.
Well, at least with a piercing, it's much quicker. It's one needle, one time, done. You know, tattoos like several needles,
no, I can't
a gazillion times over.
So that'll be a project this week. Find all the eggs in my collection, whether they're the tiles or the crowns or the regular eggs. I have gold eggs too. I actually got a gold egg because of my grandpa. When we were growing up, my grandpa would always pick a prize egg, and sometimes it would end up being a gold egg. But he would hide it on himself, and then I could never pick up on the technique. I couldn't tell if he went out and hit it with everybody else, or if he kept it and then hit it while
y'all were looking.
Exactly, while we were heads down doing everything, you know. So
Yeah.
I could never pick it up, but he would always have some type of prize egg for some cash. And so the gold egg is always my prize egg in the collection for the remnants of that. I'm like, yeah, that's good.
Right. My grandma did put a $5 bill. The $5 bill egg was the big deal, but it was just like all the others, so you didn't really know which one it was.
You'll like this one. I have kids myself, and I now understand a lot more as a grown up in my family. Being a grown up and having kids, okay? My dad had to pay into the cash value of that egg. My aunts had to pay into the cash value of that. Basically, the parents of the group had to pay for their kids to do this egg hunt at their own house, essentially, to my grandfather. And the winning was some kid, i.e., probably saw myself sometimes, got the money, okay? And it was a good wad of cash. Now, being a grown up with kids myself, I now have to pay into this stuff.
Yep. So it's like bingo. It's like you get the pot.
Yeah.
Like everybody that's going to bingo just pays in, and then eventually somebody's winning the whole collection of everybody's money. But really, it could be you. You might get your dollar back.
Yeah. So it's a good process. It's fun. So
that is fun.
It's all in good fun. It's like a Grateful Dead Tommy Bahama collab shirt. Oh, y'all digging the shirt? Oh, look, y'all digging the Bluey cup? Mm-hmm.
Love the Bluey cup.
There's a chicken in here somewhere. I seen him last night. Like, I didn't put him on camera because when I was cleaning everything up, I was like, how did the chicken get away? And I laughed about it. I was like, chicken get away.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we thinking for the build, though? We're thinking about a getaway chicken on roller skates. That's the main thing.
Okay, so a breakfast table. Now get this. Sonic used to have their people come out on roller skates. How messed up and yet a cow thing would it be to have a chicken on roller skates delivering your breakfast to you at a picnic table?
Or chicken. That's funny.
I yeah. That's quite an idea.
I'm liking it. Good
Yeah.
idea. Good
We'll
idea.
have my daughter get out all her bunnies this weekend. Everything.
Right? You can Easter it up. Farm Easter, chicken lunch, breakfast, picnic table, family, a bunch of eggs. Yeah.
You
I'm
know,
liking it.
this witch's broom, this still counts as a broom. It's not quite the broom. No,
I
we can't
love that.
count it. We got to count the broom.
You haven't done that yet. That's your
No,
one
I'm
task.
doing that video tomorrow. I said I'd do it today, but I didn't get up in time. I actually slept in. It's very weird.
I wish I would have.
I feel like that's why the universe is like hating me right now because I slept in finally. I woke up, I couldn't hear out my ear, which I still can hardly, and it's so weird because I've had a headache all day, been dealing with that.
Hey,
Other things had happened in the day, but it's just been a weird off day, and I feel like it's because I woke up almost by noon. It was like 11:30, and I woke up. I was like, "Come on, how'd you do that?"
Wow, yeah. Congratulations.
Never, right?
That sounds wonderful.
I'm like, "Oh yeah, hell froze over."
You know, I was thinking I can have everybody help me pick the winner for the caption this prize in the group. I still need to do that. And sometimes reading a bunch of stuff on a screen is not what I want to do.
Yeah,
But I have fun doing it when I do it.
yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, we could pull up like the group Facebook page maybe. And go to the, and it's chicken. It's the chicken. You saw the chicken picture, the caption this. It was like another chicken suit guy with a bunch of.
Do you hear that? The tornado siren's going off.
I heard a beeping. What?
I'm staying live, but just so you know, I'm not going to panic yet. And my father's in the hospital. I will be right back.
That's crazy. Hope it doesn't go Wizard of Oz on us all of a sudden.
you think he's going to put his ruby red slippers on, Miss Eva?
Maybe. I'll be like dun 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 dun, and he'll need all those Lego brooms to like float.
There's no place
to
like
safety.
home. There's no place like home.
Well, we don't wish anything bad on anyone for sure. I hope there's no tornado on its way to Cal's house. Nobody needs any of that.
He's safe.
All of our friends have had too much water recently. Cliffy's had tornado watches and warnings. Right, Cliffy? Unless he was taken away by a tornado today. We actually had wind warnings here. I just figured it's just the wind. Maybe we're getting some warm weather finally.
Okay, this one's on a good one, okay? Sometimes they need to test them, I guess, but it's been 2 years. I started doing YouTube, and that was the last tornado that touched ground. Like, I was just starting to YouTube because my phone would not let me go live that day. Like,
What?
The craziest thing right now is I literally was just thinking in my head about tornado sirens. Like, and then we were talking about a shitty day. Dude, something's up. Like,
Maybe there
I
is.
kid you not. But so that it's just a test because we're coming into some shifty weather, so they're getting things prepared for that. Holy crap, my heart dropped.
Or because I have a theory about, I'm not going to say the actual word or group of people that I'm speaking of, but weather is sometimes man-made. Are they preparing that area of your state of Colorado for some destruction, and they're just prepping to make sure they at least can say that the alarms were set off?
Yeah,
we
did our part, right? I lost my crap. I was like, I don't know what to do. I was breaking down in my head.
Well, I'm glad that was a false alarm. False alarm, folks. False alarm.
Everybody was outside though.
I bet. They were like, what's happening?
It's a beautiful day out there. And we were like, how? There's not even a cloud. There's a cloud to the north. That's it. How? Like,
well, that
had to have been.
Cliffy can attest to it. That documentary about that Twister.
I should have called Cliff.
On Netflix. About the Twister. What was the city? Was it Missouri? But basically it was like at the end of March or May or something, and kids had graduated. It was actually a beautiful sunny day that day, and just it got dark and windy all of a sudden, and there was like a massive tornado that destroyed the whole town. Joplin, Missouri.
Yeah.
We had hail here today, said Hobby, but it was very small and short-lived. Well, lucky. Good that it wasn't big, damaging hail, because I know some of us love our vehicles and don't have a garage for them. I would be sad.
My thing is, how can you, in my brain, it messes with me a lot. I have a lot of Lego in this house. I love my Lego a lot. Okay. How can y'all just be okay leaving your dang Lego in your house and it could be gone? Like, this stuff makes me think to the point, like, just put it all back in the dang tote. You get 4 or 5 big totes and it's easier to haul out with a dolly and you're good.
All I'm thinking about is if a Lego brick hurts when you step on it, well, what actually would happen to it if you had all your Legos flying around in a tornado like shrapnel? Like, you might have survived, but you got cut up because all your Lego was flying around there with you.
That's quite the Lego.
You can always earn more Lego. You can't always replace.
No, you're not wrong. Woo! I feel better knowing that though. It was so weird. I was literally thinking about a tornado siren. You would think that they would like. Twister was an amazing movie. You would think that they'd send out some type of message or whatever, be like, "Hey, so we're going to test your freaking blower warning, just so you're not losing your shit packing up, saying, Lord, we're going to hell."
I thought they were supposed to warn people. But I don't know how.
I have sourced dino eggs that we're going to incorporate. So there are dinos in that chicken picture. There's a dinosaur egg in the back. I'm going to put baby dinos from this month into the mix also.
Heck yeah.
So
I approve.
They could be in the mix. I kind of like that idea. I don't know. That was an out there idea with a chicken on roller skates serving you breakfast. That's some eggs and that's it's there though. I mean,
That's why it's brainstorming night.
right? Joplin, not super far from me. This part of the country has seen more than a few major tornadoes in the past. Lucky where I'm at. Storms have a habit of breaking up as they approach my hometown. Dang. See, I can't do that. I can't have a layout and know it'll be okay. There's a guy, I don't know who it is. I wish I could figure that out now. He's on Instagram that I seen him. But he has like some type of bunker. He likes Batman. Some of y'all might know who I'm talking about. Um he's got a bunker that he puts a lot of his Lego in, and I think that's a great idea if you had that chance. We got a wind cellar. We got a tornado cellar, I guess. But it's very small, dark, and spider infested, and it leads like literally. It's at the back of the house, and it leads all the way. This very small crawl space between like rugged dirt and my house, all the way up underneath my room here, and it's not really a place I see myself doing this. I could fancy it up, and I could get heat down there from a space heater, and that's a lot of work, and it's disgusting. But thus at that point, the Lego would be safe, right?
Maybe.
Essentially,
It's still a maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. Is anything safe? Because I saw that movie. Twister was an amazing movie, but there was a new movie documentary. Oh, what was it called? Something about Twister. Something about that real life one through Joplin, and it like destroyed the whole town. Like it was so massive. So I'm like, how much is it capable of like ripping up? Because if it rips up trees and you're in your basement and it rips the house off of your basement, are you safe?
right. You're now exposed to everything flying around out there in your collapsed house. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if your house got sucked away, I guess it's not collapsed on you, but
Right.
yeah, there's no like concrete barrier above you. You're not in like a concrete box. Essentially, you're in an open tomb.
I hope concrete box also is good. So I don't know. I guess so. I assume so. They say anything.
Those are diamond art cows. Have you never seen my diamond art cows? It is a 90 by 30, Mistina. It's a very big picture. It's got 4 colorful cows. These are 2 of them, and a butterfly. And these cows over here on this other side got a little daffodil. Mm-hmm. The colors do match my shirt. What's up, Bud Chop?
And he's more than halfway done.
And yes, I am. But Chop says, I'm eating bears that taste like cinnamon. Nice. Yesterday and today, I slept almost 48 hours minus bathroom breaks. Oh,
What? 48 hours of sleep? I don't even know what that is.
he's definitely in hibernation mode with some cinnamon bears, it sounds like. You can only try to be as safe as you can. You're not ever safe in a tornado. Good point. Grab a helmet and head to the basement and hope for the best. The only helmet I have near is my children's skating helmets right next to the door, the front door there. So,
Put them both on.
so I'm putting that on. Got a little princess hat. I'm gonna,
Put one on like each side of your brain.
They are diamond art cows. We're gonna do a little bit of diamond art.
Oh yeah. Totally doing it. While I'm helping brainstorm, I am painting with diamonds.
We could have, well, I don't know, because I don't have the cow. I do have a cow person. I have me dressed up as the cow person. It needs to, they're going on some type of adventure. Hold on, let me bring this up again. I want to see this.
But Chop feels like he's tripping from sleeping too much.
Hmm.
Are you hallucinating? That's a level I've never heard before.
Build a barn with chickens. We could build like a facade of a barn, and inside
It
the
takes a lot of
facade,
money to get to.
the what?
The trippy stage.
Ah, the good stuff.
I said it. Float around the room a little bit. See how you feel.
Hmm. A chicken barn. Chicken barn. An egg sighting quest. Breakfast table. Proving no chicken. A chicken coop.
Chicken coop would be cool. I would like to have chickens one day, so I imagine that I will be building a chicken coop at some point in my life.
A legitimate one. What's up, Big Nate? Ooh. Be a man, get a kite. What would I use to build a chicken coop? I don't even know where I would start with one. Although I did take apart that fun hole barn the other day, so I do now have more barn pieces.
There you go.
I could start there and get somewhat. Okay, so you know what? We could have like but how would that work? I was going to say like a dance party, like a barn party. But how?
Wanted to say what's different dances that country people do. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to. I wanted to try to word it differently, and I don't want to be offensive. So, in the barn, when people go have a dance party,
They square dance? Is that what you're trying to get at?
Yeah, but a barn. I was thinking of a barn brawl, but that's like a fight, and we're not fighting. We're dancing. Line dancing, square dancing.
Yeah, line dancing, square dancing,
Triangle dancing.
Okay.
Rectangle dancing. Octagon dancing.
They going to do a little bit of the zigzag.
Help me out, folks. Is it hoedown? Is that a proper term? That's the one I was trying to avoid saying. Is a hoedown a real country term used in a non-derogatory way?
Yeah.
There, I said it.
It's more of like essentially the party going on, yeah.
Is that what they're calling it?
What are we getting at here?
A barn booty dances. I don't know. I'm not an expert, so I've never been to a barn to dance.
We can definitely do a hoedown. There ain't nothing wrong with a hoedown.
A chicken. Can we make it punny? Try to make it punny about chickens or something. Eggs. I don't know. Dina's our punny guy. Where are you at, Dina?
She Minecrafting.
Probably.
Digging those blocks, digging those blocks.
Square dance.
The chicken twerk. You could totally have a
Oh.
chicken up on the stage twerking.
Where's Zizu with his answers?
He would simply type ploppers.
Or Sethy. Sethy, I feel like he would have a good answer for this. Yo, Cliffy. What is up? Are you getting any tornado warnings out there right now? Like Cal?
Mm.
How's the weather?
Look, if it's not tornado warnings, then we're going to war, and I'm the first one they're coming at.
I hope it's not that either.
That's the get the hell out of here siren.
Right. Also, highly recommend getting you one of these pens that you put the putty or wax or whatever they call this inside of here.
It doesn't. You have to put it in there, so it doesn't necessarily come in like. Oh, hello. It doesn't.
Hello.
It doesn't come in in squares, right? Are we memorizing challenge card? You are. That's weird. They look like little fruit vines, little
Yeah, don't eat it.
little taffies.
But they did also send this, and so that it's like little square chunks, and they show you that what you do.
You got a crap ton.
Yeah. All you do is roll it. Roll it like, how else you would roll it.
Yeah.
And then that rolled piece can also fit down in here. And then you just squeeze it out the top. You don't even need to really do that much, you don't want it like out there.
Right.
But yeah, it actually works. And it's heavier. It's heavier than this like plasticky one. And I like weight in my. I wonder if I could add more weight. Add some metal beads to this on the inside. No, that will be bad.
Metal beads. What if it was done with little metal shrapnel pieces? Like not stuff that would cut you, but like little metal beads or whatever you would have to like put on here,
Oh, it would be heavy after it's done.
That would be extremely heavy. Yeah, now that I think about it. This already is pretty heavy.
Yeah, I like the way it feels when all of the little diamonds are on it. It's got a heavy weight to it. Not too heavy.
I'm going to turn mine into a blanket. I'm kidding.
Maybe there's a way to do that too. It would be considered a weighted blanket, and I like weighted blankets.
Yeah.
Whoever invented those, A+. They make weighted hoodies now too, and I'm trying to get one of those.
We are working on TMC Mock. Tonight we are brainstorming because I have no idea where to start. I pulled together some eggs, some dinos, some mushrooms. I got a chicken. This weekend we're going to pull together some bunnies, some more chickens, some more eggs.
And that's why we were talking about a hoedown, because maybe he'll build like a little dance party with all of his chickens and things.
It's quite an adventure, but how would that, what if instead of a food fight they're having an egg fight at the hoedown?
Yeah.
And like everybody's got an egg in their hand and it's like up and it's like posed.
Or there's even like, it's just, yeah, that actually sounds more fun than what I was about to say. So don't even worry about what I was about to say. I was just gonna go basic and say Easter egg hunting, and I'm like, well, we might have a lot of people think about that.
Yeah.
Good idea, though. I like that idea. Came up with it. But I like yours better.
It's quite exciting. 20-pound blanket. Wow. Heavy.
I can't remember how much ours
Yeah.
weigh. It's a king size one.
We could totally make that work with him throwing it.
It's weird that you're talking about chickens because I'm supposed to go across the street and eat 50-cent chicken wings, says Butt Chop. I like that you're supposed to. I would definitely go take that deal and eat some 50-cent chicken wings. Nowadays, it seems like you get one chicken wing for $1.
That's horrible.
Price of chicken wings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, an Easter egg hunt gone wrong. It sucks I don't have any colorful eggs. Those would be nice to have.
Right.
That's okay.
How
We
many
could be
different
that.
colors do the eggs come in? Do you know?
No, I have no idea.
I don't either.
They might come in a few different considering the new flower plants that's come out.
True. Like pink, I could see pink being one. And I was just thinking about the crowns or the broken eggs that
Mhm.
Easter egg hunt gone wrong makes me think of what if you painted an egg and you thought it was a hard-boiled egg, but in fact it actually still had a baby inside of it. A baby chicken hatches from your already dyed egg. So if you have any of those colorful crown pieces, that look like a broken egg, they make like
I got
yellow and
yellow
pink.
ones
Yeah.
and gold
So
ones.
so maybe, do you have any little chick? Do they make Lego chicks?
Not necessarily. I don't. They might. Oh, they actually do now. They just came out recently. I think last year or something like that. It's basically like a bird mold, but it's a different color with a different face. So it's necessarily like a chick. Yes. No, I don't have them, but I do have a white bird.
You could use that. That passes, I say. So like it's a Easter egg that got in the batch of colored eggs, but it actually has a little baby chickie hatching out of it. That could work as something. And that's just part of your scene,
Right. Yeah. I can definitely see. So if we're going down that route, what I would do is I would build a facade of a barn and have an open door barn. Um, and what you would do is so like we on the outside we would know that it's just a facade, and then behind that is the stage or the staging area, whatever. But so like in the mock itself, what I'm seeing is having a stage on the inside of the barn. We can figure out how to do some hay bales, yellow brick more than likely. Um, and if we're going down the route of like an Easter egg hunt gone wrong, then we can hide eggs everywhere. And have a few people throwing them and have the few cracked open. I like that.
I do like that.
I kind of like where that's going. I'm starting to see something.
And as an ode to Brett, we could even throw in a roller skating somebody.
I would love to have a roller skating chicken up on stage. That could be like the performer act or something going on the
He's
stage.
doing a skate by egg.
Oh! Instead of a drive by, it's a skate by.
Yeah. He's gonna get somebody with an egg, but would do a skate by egg toss.
I don't want to go in public, or I would love some wings. Is this show so we don't have to think of our own mock ideas? No. What? No.
No,
Yeah,
we're
we're-
helping Cal come up with his because Cal has his own Lego pieces, and everybody else in the group has their own Lego pieces and minifigs at home. So it's
I
just
could definitely. I
the
could
breakable
definitely.
cow TMC mock.
I could see that happening. So there's that idea. We had the other idea. I mean, I had the other idea of the roller skating chicken bringing you breakfast. What else? Escape by roller skate. That's funny. Oh, you can totally use these ideas. Yeah.
See,
Escape by roller skate. That's funny. Or
teamwork
your.
makes the dream work.
Where's Mayo? He knows all about eggs.
He would, right? Can we throw some mayo in there? Since,
Yeah.
mayo's made with eggs, and eggs come from chickens. Should get Mayo to do his own TMC mock. He does mocks every week anyway, right? Or I guess we're doing mock of the month on Clicking and Bricking now. But then,
Heck yeah.
if we do mocks of the month, maybe some of you guys out there might be inspired by the TMC theme and just build something like a chicken coop or anything you'd like.
That would be cool to see some other people like that. The viewers, like the friends in the community that aren't necessarily a part of the community.
Right, even if you're not in the club, just have fun with us.
Yeah. That would be cool to start seeing them. Instead of landscaping, you have eggscaping. Eggscaping. Instead of a landscaping crew, you have an eggscaping crew.
Clever butt chop. Good job. I like it.
Dude, they could be ninjas. They could totally be freaking like egg ninjas or whatever. Like chicken ninjas. They like be in their ninja outfits, but instead of a ninja face, they have the chicken face. Nah, that's too much.
Do you have the parts?
I do now. TMC definitely helped out with all them ninjas.
Right, you got some the black headgear.
Mm-hmm.
At least a few of them.
Eggscaping. That's great. Definitely worth the stream.
Also, the Minifig Club on YouTube will be dropping their next unboxing video soon too.
Oh snap!
That means me, us, we
means
are.
I gotta record mine tomorrow and get that out. I I wanted to today, but then I slept in, and I'm like, how the hell does that happen? Like half the day's gone, and I don't even get to do what I wanted to.
Yeah, but sometimes your body needs it and doesn't really tell you when it's gonna do that, so you just have to like go with the flow.
At least I wasn't going to Wild World and missed out. Not this time. I've been wanting to take my kids out to, so near me, I'd say a good like 20, 30 minutes at least. There's a wildlife sanctuary. Lots of tigers and bears and lions and stuff. And I've been wanting to take the kids out there for years. And I think this year might actually be that year on either
Yay!
a visiting trip or sometime soon.
That's
I
so fun.
I keep thinking about it, and I keep looking up the prices and like when could a deal be, and like I don't know if they're doing deals because honestly, it looks like the price never changes. So I'm excited for that. That's been on my brain lately.
Yeah, the boyfriend just mentioned he would like to go to the zoo, and I was surprised by that. I don't think he's ever been, but the National Zoo in DC is free to get into, so it's just a matter of getting there. We can get there by
Good to know.
metro or drive. So yeah, if you ever visit the area here in DC, you can get there. I don't think they've changed it since last time I went to that zoo was before COVID, but I'm pretty sure it's still free.
The 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 Denver Zoo is redoing all their water main structures or whatever. I heard about in the news a good week or two ago. I'm like, y'all are going to disturb all them damn animals so you can put in a damn new water pipe. It better be worth it for all them animals. Like,
I hope so. I'm sure it will be. They probably need to upgrade.
yeah.
Sometimes those things are necessary.
I have been to the zoo. That's cool. See, now hearing that, that's really cool to me that it's free. I'm like, yeah, we just got to get there.
Nice. But Chop, did you enjoy it? I always have. It's a zoo. There's animals. I love animals.
They do in the winter time they do zoo lights, so like they, and it's grown over the years. Like a few years ago I went with the kids' mom when my daughter was still young, and it was it was like choppy. They had some lights and some fixtures, and it was more for the animals. It was the encounterment at night. You got to see all the animals at night and do all this fun stuff at night. Then I
Yeah.
went a few years ago with an ex now, and they improved a lot, and everything was like covered in lights. It was beautiful. Um, and I think that might be something we encounter in our lives. They, you know what? Lately, I've been noticing in the last few years, light shows have been more of a thing for the holidays. More and more light shows are popping up.
Yeah, all them LED lights.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since LEDs became a thing, they're smaller, they're more energy efficient. You can do magical things with one bulb. You can make a million different colors come out of it.
That's true.
So technology kind of helped with that. So thank you, technology, for making Christmas a little prettier.
The only person.
Dang
you're
lights.
you're over here thinking technology, and I'm over here thinking, yeah, here we go. We're going to get it taken over.
I know. I'm sorry, not sorry. I mean, I'm just glad that I'm not washing laundry on like a washboard in my backyard under a pump pipe of such. So like, I'm thankful for a washing
You
machine.
got one of the Maytags? I got one of the Maytags, and so every time I look at the tag on it, I think of the little dude on the commercial sitting there spinning my laundry, and but my and it's yeah. I know it's not like that, but it's just funny those little things. Yeah.
Right? Glad I don't have to do that. I
Yeah.
also still I think in my mind because I wasn't driving back in these days, but I was driving in the early-ish days of the internet. So how did people really drive places? How did you know if you had a new doctor's office to get to? How did you know how to get there? Did somebody at the doctor's office have to look at a map and tell you how to like write down these directions? You got to go here and make a left at this intersection. Like, how did people
Yeah.
really keep maps in their car? And if there
Atlas.
was new construction, how did you know you needed a new version of a map because there's a new road? Like, anybody out there No. And then in the early days, it was mapquest.com. So before you could really get like internet on the go in your car while you were driving, you would have to know your address in advance that you were getting to and get the driving instructions from where you're going to start to where it ends, and you have to flip a piece of paper depending on how many pages long it was. While you were driving, you were reading a piece of paper. So like, I'm thankful we don't have to do that anymore. And I still don't know how people did it back in the day.
Yes, you're right. Good for yeah. I would rather not have to sit there and write all day. That's for damn sure.
Like, I'm impressed that my dad could remember how to get to my grandma's house every time and not get lost, because I'm like, how did you drive 45 minutes off of memory?
We have maps in cars. We have maps in the phone book. Yeah, and people knew where they were going because we had to. Yeah, we knew streets. My dad said the same thing years ago. I was like, "How do you know all this?" I was telling him a route I was doing,
Off of
and
Franklin Street. Yeah, I know that
I was
place.
like, "How do you even know? We have never been down that way." He's like, "I grew up out here. What do you think?" I'm like, "Okay, good point. You at some point were out here doing something." Like,
Yeah. I guess we also kind of made ourselves lose that navigation skill. So like, maybe people actually knew how to read a freaking compass back in the day. And I do. I was a Girl Scout, so I remember things. And I know which way I need to go if I'm headed somewhere, for the most part. But if somebody said, "Oh yeah, the Walmart on the west side of town," I'm gonna be like,
yeah.
what? Which Walmart is that? How do I know which Walmart's on the west side of town? I go to the one on the east side of town because I really didn't pay attention.
I know my Rockies are to the west. Now soon that will change. They'll be more to the other side, and then I'll be totally ass backwards. But that's all I've
See,
ever known was the mountains are the west. Keep that in sight. But then, like the times that we've been up there camping, you keep that in your mind, and you're like, I'm screwed out here because that's nothing but the mountains. You know.
I don't know why I started thinking about satellites in the sky and pieces of metal falling to the earth.
Something about the space station is supposed to be falling to the Earth here in a couple of years, or something like that. Yeah.
Well, what else? What else, universe? What else could they throw at us? Literally, what else are you gonna throw at us? That doesn't sound like a good time.
I think this cow's cuter than the first one.
Is that what its tongue sticking out? What is that?
I'm pretty sure that's his tongue. I thought it was part of his lip on the first one, but that definitely looks like his tongue.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
The ease of access of info has removed the priority of retaining any of it. When the grid goes down, people will be helpless. I still rarely use GPS to get somewhere. Yeah. You know,
That's
most
good.
time, especially if you're in a bigger city too. I mean, and you may not know the place. You definitely need the GPS. You're not wrong.
True. I can get around in my own city just fine. The whole thing, the outskirts of it, even some surrounding cities, because I've grown up here and I've lived in different cities in the Northern Virginia area. So as long as I'm in this area, I can navigate it pretty well without any kind of GPS.
You got your first cell phone last year? That's awesome, bud chop. I graduated high school last year.
Yeah, we're not doing show and tell, are we? Just to be sure.
Maybe.
We're not, are we?
Why? You got something to show and tell? Or did you not come prepared? Shame, shame. Next time.
I can have to. I won't.
the check bounced. I'll have my people talk to your people.
Checked. Right.
I do wonder.
Harry Potter.
I do often wonder, AC, with today's generation, and when they start driving, like if for some reason their cell phone dies, they don't have a cord to charge it in their car, or anything happens where they don't have access to GPS, how would they even?
Yeah. They took away a lot of atlases. Like most of the gas stations out here don't have atlases.
Right.
I'm sure Bucky's probably has an atlas because it's more of a. You're going to that from the international states, or not the international, the other states. I don't know what the frick you call that. Y'all internationally coming to me from waters here, okay? You all have to come upon the Colorado borders with your sailboats from this day forward. All four corners of
people out there.
How many bags is in that set, Brett?
There was 3 bags, which were all paper, which stick. Yeah, I don't like them, Miss Heather. This is the first new set I've probably had in a year.
You don't like the paper bags?
Yeah, I didn't know they'd converted to paper bags. Well, paper comes from trees, and trees keep us alive. Well,
true. You know, I can agree with that too. Like,
and we die, so it's not good, is it?
we were just talking about this.
What would we use then? We need to use something that's biodegradable or
that's
something.
Flawed logic in my eyes. Bring back the plastic, you know.
I mean,
do you know what we need to do? Listen, Elon's got a rocket. Why don't we send it all up into space?
Send the trees in space?
All the rubbish up into space.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're dumb.
We have too many satellites floating
around
the trees. Up there. There's no space for the rubbish.
There's already enough trash out there.
Quite literally, there's already so much.
Okay, we may have standards, but how do we know that those capsules are already taking trash to space? Just saying. We don't know.
Where is all of our trash going anyways? I know we have trash islands in the ocean from so much trash accumulation and getting stuck in nets that the currents just kind of create an actual trash island. The largest one is somewhere off the coast of Japan, I believe. Look it up.
That's horrible.
We're gross, people. We're freaking gross. Let's stop it.
They got to be sending it out of space by now. Yeah, let's send it to the farthest point so that way it sucks it out of our universe completely. That's the logic. See?
And then you're gonna make the aliens mad, and you're gonna bring them down here, and they're gonna have a talk with us. They're gonna start abducting the cows again.
I'm the first one.
Exactly. Don't do that. Aliens are a friend.
I'm ultimately the sacrifice when the aliens come. They got my YouTube, everything. I'm broadcasting a signal to them right now. It's funny. What if, dude? Like,
No, that's just
wow.
Cliffy making sure you are where he left you.
That's funny. Paper is recyclable. But at the same time, to get that paper, you have to cut down numerous trees that
But you're also,
provide all of us oxygen.
and you're also asking each consumer to ensure they actually recycle it to make us feel good. So here's my proposal. Make the packaging from already recycled material or already recycled, like recycled plastic. So all of the plastic that we're trying to recycle right now, when we put our bin on the corner of our driveway every week, what's happening to that recycled plastic? Why can't we make Lego packaging out of something that was recycled?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I vote for.
No, I agree with that. But Chop, you're funny. The apocalypse is already happening. Oh, Butt Chop, were you here the other day to hear my new theory? Area 51, they're lying to us, okay? Now, if I go missing, we all know why. Area
If you get shut
51,
down.
Area 51 is housing humans, and they're telling us that they're not. They're not housing aliens because we're actually the aliens, and they're housing humans. So if I go missing, we all know why, because I'm telling you guys the secrets, you see?
I'm not going to agree with Cal just in case he does get abducted.
He says, I know the apocalypse is happening. I predicted it with my channel name. Oh, okay. Oh, 2020. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. Dude.
Cal,
Bugged
if
out
you
on me?
disappear, I'll go and look for you at McDonald's.
Yeah,
Right?
probably. Have you seen my pal? He looks like a double quarter pounder.
This one don't
Alright.
taste so, Cal.
But Chop, if the apocalypse is anything like all of the movies, TV shows that I've seen, like See on Apple TV with Jason Momoa or anything like that, I'm okay with it too. Like, I'm ready for the outfits. I'm gonna be like Lara Croft in this bitch. I am ready. Ready? As long as we can still play with Lego.
Yeah.
Just tell me where I can buy.
I didn't catch that, Brett.
Tell you where you can buy what? Damn.
We lost him.
The kids leave for a day and his internet gets the same shitty reception.
Maybe the apocalypse is happening live and it started in the UK first. It's happening at Brett's house.
It started with Brett. We knew you were a goner, bud.
Just hope you're prepared. Oh, there's a sound. Somebody hit him upside the head.
Yes. Doink!
He's either getting abducted or the apocalypse.
Put a bag over his head.
Brett,
I'm
blink twice if you're okay.
Yeah.
I'm waving, Heather. Can't you see?
If you don't know my connection to the apocalypse and post-apocalypse, then there is a vast history of stuff connected to me and my channel. So if you're interested, anybody watching, go to Butt Chop 2021 and check out
I
his
don't like
post-apocalypse.
learning about dying. I'm kidding.
Oh, I did think about it briefly and got bored.
What?
What?
The apocalypse. If the end's coming, then they come.
Well,
It's going to come, isn't it? You can't stop it.
If the end's coming, we can't stop it. I think that's what he said. You're correct. I mean, but is there ever really an end? Nothing really ends because it's all just cyclical. Everything is cycles. It's just a cycle.
now the weird part, I don't know if I want to get into this though.
Yeah,
The
it's
weird
getting
part,
conspiracy theory like again.
right? Yeah. How does this happen every stream? I'm kidding. The
I love it.
the weird part of it all is the apocalypse happens, but those who can afford to enclose themselves long enough to survive everything, to be the last ones around. Wow, that'd be a trippy time to live in. Yeah.
Yeah, like in the show C, there's even people that were living underground. Like they decided the best way to stay safe from everything was to go underground.
Hmm.
People will find
It's the
ways.
apocalypse. One of the two.
People in the
The weather
cities,
will either get so bad
all the
that
buildings.
we can't go outside, or we'll end up running out of food. One or the other. It's going to always be one of them two.
The sky is falling.
It's raining meatballs.
Oh, even better. Look, see, Brett's talking about running out of food. We'll never run out of food with raining meatballs.
Is that a movie?
Yeah, it's Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Oh
One
yeah,
and
something like
one and two, I think. I'm putting booty shorts, so I put it on booty shorts so I don't have to pay for my wigs. There you go. Get dressed up for my 50-cent wings. Get it. Go
Oh,
work it.
Never get that low cut top.
he didn't want to go out in public. Now he's putting on booty
Season
shorts
tickets
and
and
Yeah.
everything.
going out in public.
You know how it is. Gotta get dolled up, you know?
Guess so. Get them chicken wings for free, man.
Mm.
I'm not even mad at you. If I saw you, I'd be so inclined to get you 2 chicken wings on 50-cent night.
Mhm.
Apocalypse wants you wings. Got you wanting wings.
The apocalypse has him wanting to get those wings. Because just in case you want your last meal to be chicken wings. There we go. There's a good question for everybody in chat. If you knew the apocalypse is really going to truly begin tomorrow, what would you get for dinner tonight? I'm going to have to think about this.
What if you can't go get anything for dinner
Do you
tonight?
know what?
The only thing you're
Do you know
left
what?
with, chicken nuggets.
Or what's in your pantry? Yeah, Brett.
Right. If there was an apocalypse tomorrow, then the food can all go yawn if you want. The first thing I would do, if it was all going tomorrow, I'd grab Tommy Lenny and let him drive a real life train at 6 years old. Wouldn't that be cool as a final thing to do?
Yeah.
You'd find an old
Only
train.
6-year-old to ever drive a real life train, not on train tracks. No, I'd go to the train station and get one of the modern ones. I'd let him go mad. If it's all or nothing, then we're going out with a bang.
I like where you're going with this, Brett. That's a cool. I would have never thought about. You could get a couple train cars and make them all like metal like Water World. Love the movie to do Water World. Those are protected and stuff, but you can only travel. Now when you gotta like hunt and get food and stuff, you gotta leave your train.
I don't mind dying as long as they bomb France first. I don't care because the English don't like the French. So as long as they do France first, I don't care.
All right, didn't really hear what you said. But that's cool. I would want something.
Cowan, you done that diamond art yet?
Almost. I got 2 more beads.
I would probably want protein. Because the protein, I feel like I could last a little bit longer. You need fiber too, though.
Look,
Tricky.
Yeah, you're right, fiber too. But you can. I was gonna say, I'm gonna go hunt up this. There's a cattle ranch, good probably a mile or 2 up the way over here, and it's let's just say it's the last stages for my dear heifer friends. Okay, let's say it's that kind of farm,
Delicious.
to be nice, and so that's where I'd be hunting up. Oh, I'd be up in there in a heartbeat. I tell you what. But that would only last so long, right? Because the cattle would be frantic, so they'd probably like burst off and like run off, and so much could happen. But then like other people would probably have the same idea. Oh, there's cattle ranch. Let's go fucking feast off of the cattle,
I would, I guess, try to go secure myself an entire cow.
Yeah, but I'm talking like if I can hold myself off for a good day or 2, I got all the cows I want.
True, if you're right there close to them, that's true.
There's farmers that live right there. I bet you I can't even get to the house.
People are gonna go panicking and they're gonna go grab them a cow and take it to their house. So you gotta kind of do the same thing. You gotta think ahead.
That's true.
You gotta secure yourself a cow.
Start a bartering system. Give me your money.
I mean, at some point you're gonna have parts of a cow, and you can start.
Oh, you can fill cattle cars on the train. There you go. I do have a train yard right here. Could go secure me a train. You're not wrong.
A battle train.
See?
Brett's onto something there with the train. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting hungry. I've been at this for 1:20. I'm going to end it.
Alrighty. I agree because I also have not eaten dinner.
Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate y'all. Next Tuesday, we'll do more of a build hands-on process into more of this idea and go from there. So, moo.
Bye, guys.